What's going on, fellow Platinum Trophy chasers? Today, we're going through my experience with getting the Platinum Trophy for Bendy and the Dark Revival, or as I call it, Bendy and the Booty Monster. This game is a total of 36 trophies with 4 gold, 15 silver, 16 bronze, and a Platinum Trophy. The trophy balance in this game is actually pretty solid, and has less bronze trophies than you would expect for sure. But get ready to play this game like a beta lord and save your progress every 5 minutes, otherwise you'll be replaying parts of the game over and over again, as this game has a function that is not forgiving in the slightest. I started the game on hard, since there's a trophy to beat the game on each difficulty, but don't worry, they stack like most games, so definitely play through the game on hard first. You could potentially plat this game in one playthrough, but I found it wasn't worth the aggravation and buying a new controller. The reason for this is there's a trophy to beat the game without dying. Doesn't sound too bad until you realize the combat system in this game makes it quite difficult to pull this trophy off on hard mode. The enemies have significantly more health and pack a serious punch on hard, and there is no ranged attacks in here. All it is just blunt force trauma. I survived the first combat experience and then got swarmed by 3 enemies and got instantly murked. It was at this moment I decided to get every trophy on hard mode and then just replay on easy for the last trophy, just not dying. This game was great for me in the early stages with occasional jump scares and overall creepy vibes. Like I said earlier, the combat in this game isn't the best, but the stealth is much worse and is needed in certain areas of the game. Luckily, there aren't any trophies for stealth because that would be an extremely rough trophy, as the only stealth you have in this game is a crouch, and you move slower than an actual turtle on the road. The most annoying mechanic in this game doesn't come until Chapter 2, and this mechanic is the Ink Demon, or the Booty Monster as I call him. He randomly appears every 10 minutes or so, and you have to find an object to hide in fairly quickly. You have like 5 to 10 seconds to hide, and you can hide in barrels, podiums, or any vent that you can crawl in. If you don't manage to hide in time, you get your soul eaten, and you have to reload your last save, auto-save or manual save point. This is why you need to save every couple minutes or so, especially on the playthrough where you're getting all the trophies, minus the dying one. With that said, if you do die from the Ink Demon on your no-death playthrough, it doesn't count as dying since you don't actually respawn. You reload from a save, so it doesn't count. The only deaths that count are when you come out of the inkwell from respawning. With the Booty Monster in mind, going for the collectible and upgrade trophies is a real treat since you have to backtrack a lot. This game has 6 collectible and upgrade trophies, and in which I'm telling you now, do not try to get this without a guide or constantly saving. If the monster catches you, you'll have to go back and grab everything again if you didn't save. And without a guide, it'll take you forever and a half to find some of these, as some of them are hidden very well. The good news is only 3 total items are missable for the collectibles, which is a book, audio log, and a memory. Otherwise, you can go back and get the rest of them as long as you don't go past the point of no return, which the game warns you beforehand, and it'll try to tell you to go back and do other stuff before you go in that area. Plus, if you are following a guide, it'll make sure you don't miss any as well, because it's obviously the guide you're following, so hopefully you're following a good guide. The one I followed was literally awesome. It broke it down perfectly, and there's no chance of missing anything. The 6 collectible / upgrade trophies are the Insane Reader, which is to collect all 24 books of Illusion of Living, the Ink Provides, which is to collect all 9 upgrade ink cartridges, Gent's Finest, which is the fully upgraded weapon, which is a total of 3 upgrades, the Well of Voices, which is to pick up all 28 audio logs, Written in Ink, which is to collect all 34 memos, and Self-Discovery, which is to collect all 10 memories. Other than that, the RAM trophies throughout the game are not hard to get, with a large majority of them being completed just by playing through normally through the story, or can be acquired at the same time as getting other collectibles. There are 3, however, that you need to watch for, with one of them potentially turning into a randomly running around and killing session. These 3 are a Butcher Decision, which is to complete the game after opening a large crate in Chapter 2. Opening this crate will haunt you for the rest of the game with random jump scares from Carly, and she does a little bit of damage as well. Opening this is optional though, so do it during your playthrough where you can die. Plaything, which is to locate the Toyman's secret, which when you're going through the memories, this is right next to the paper airplane memory. So when you get that memory, look right next to it and there'll be like a little toy on the ground you can pick up. And Big Spender, which is spend 500 slugs. Sounds easy, but you really have to try to get 500 slugs. When I finished my first playthrough, I only had roughly 300 slugs, and that's counting the ones I spent. So I had to run around and kill a lot of enemies and search for parts to open gent lockers for more money. A quick hint though, is when you were in the boss area with the spider, the barrel in the room is 100 slugs. When you break it open, just pick up all the slugs in there to get a nice boost. This trophy does have to be completed in one playthrough though, so make sure you get this before you wipe out your save after beating the game. This game took me 20 hours to plat. I overall really enjoyed playing this game and getting the plat though. If you're not a fan of games that have jump scares, I would say you still could get through this game, as this game is not super scary and pass out worthy. I will say though, if you do not like or cannot follow guide, this plat will be rough for you, as you can easily miss a ton of the collectibles with all the backtracking you have to do. Also though, don't let the hard difficulty scare you off either. Yes, you are squishy, but it's very manageable. It's not a game where you're playing on hard and it's a rough ride. The only areas you might have a hard time with are a few of the boss battles. Let me know in the comments if you platinum this game and what games you'd like to see in the future. Make sure you subscribe and join the chase so you don't miss any future videos. Until next time, remember, plat chasing isn't a hobby, it's a lifestyle.